either in the master or the one right there by the door. There's a bathroom by the door.
Okay, I don't know. So.
It was either in the master bedroom that I flushed him or in there. Because
Okay.
I was going to throw him out, and the trash he told me, flush it down the toilet.
Who told you that? David? Okay. So was anybody else in the house tonight?
Nobody was in our house.
Okay. Mom's question too, is just you and David?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm racking my brain to see. I'm replaying everything you told me, see if I have more questions, if you want to know how I'm working. Do you have any more questions right now?
I haven't seen your house. Are there any cameras or anything inside the house or anything like that? Okay. And then I just want to make sure that like I have a timeline of kind of like some events you talked about. So you and David met in 2019. Wasn't a good time because your daughter was graduating and such.
And we went out probably four or five times.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the next couple of years, we saw each other occasionally.
And then you got back together in April of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
And then y'all bought a house together in October 2024. And then in January of this year, you found out about the lady in Romania.
Well, I found out in November, December, when we were going
Thank you for correcting.
to the furniture store, and he wanted me to put the address in my phone.
And that was November, December 2024.
You know what? I think it was maybe the end of, maybe it was in, maybe it was Christmas. I think it was around December.
Okay, and then
I was just holding his phone and I just saw the text and I asked him who that was.
And then in January 2025, the police come to St. Simon's Island because someone called about...
Well, in January is when the police called, and someone called the police. They came to my Seagate place and said someone heard him screaming, and then they left, and then David left. No, yes, wait a minute, no, yes, that's what happened, yes. That's what happened. Wait a minute, hold on. That's the night my friend, yeah. I think that was, the police came was in December, because they came, and then my friend, a couple of they came over and followed me to my other condo. I don't lock the door because David could get into the Seagate when there was a code.
Okay. And then that was in January. And then you said a few weeks ago, I don't think I got that date, there was an incident here, but you got arrested for DUI when you left?
Yes.
Okay. One thing you mentioned.
I paused it at 127.24. I'm going to hit play and mute and unmute it at 127.50.
She asked about video stuff. Who has access to the Ring camera? The Ring camera on the door?
We don't have it set up yet.
It's not set up at all? It doesn't record as...
Most of it's sitting on the table.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's one like on the door.
Yeah. I don't think it's not set up.
Okay.
There's one that's on the table that he was trying to work on to set up.
Okay. I just saw the one on the
Can you
door.
tell me anything?
Yeah, I'll go find out. I will go find out. Give me 1 minute, and I'll find out. They should have let me know by now. Oh, and just give me 1 minute, okay?
Do you need another water or anything? Do you need to use the restroom or anything like that? Okay.
I'm going to briefly pause it at 128:47. Investigator Mefford, the defendant's asked a couple of times if Mr. Barron is deceased, and you indicate to her that you don't know yet and you're going to call and find out. You did know that Mr. Barron was deceased at this point, right?
Yes.
Why was it that you chose to withhold that information from the defendant at this point?
So when I first got on scene, I did my walkthrough, and she was very emotional on the porch. And then, like I told you, I wrote the search warrant in my vehicle. While I'm writing the search warrant, I can also hear the emotions going on there. And I knew that once I broke that news to her, the emotions, the up and down emotions, I probably wouldn't be able to get any more facts about what had happened this night.
And so when you walk out of the room right now, you'd indicated to the defendant that you were going to go make a call to check on Mr. Barron. What were you actually doing when you left the room?
So 3 things were happening, really. Me, Danielle, and some other investigators that were there, supervisor, were talking about what we've heard, what other questions need to be asked. I also talked with Sergeant Durham, who was on the crime scene, to compare notes about what he has seen versus what I've been told. And at some point, I don't think it's this break, there may be another break, where I did basically communicate with somebody from the district attorney's office about future criminal proceedings, if it was the case. I don't think it was this break, though. This is just, yeah. Sorry, I'll slow down.
So while you have been interviewing the defendant, was Sergeant Durham on scene processing the crime scene?
Yes.
And so when you say comparing notes, were you comparing like what he was observing on the crime scene versus what you were being told by the defendant?
Yes.
And is that typical in an interview that you're doing, especially on a death investigation, that you would do something like that?
Yes.
Why is that helpful for your investigation and your interview?
Because the physical evidence needs to align with testimonial evidence to know that you're being given a truthful and accurate picture of what has taken place.
And at this point, before you'd walked out of the room, had you had a chance to speak with Sergeant Durham yet?
I believe there were a few text messages he was sending, but we did not have a chance to actually have a conversation.
Not like a phone conversation?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to fast forward until you enter the room again. Right now, again, it's at 128:47. During this break, does the defendant ask to use the restroom at any point?
I believe she does in this break.
At some point, does Investigator Cuneo come and get her and take her to the restroom?
Yes.
I think we just saw her exit the room. Is she out using the restroom at this point? We can back up. I'll briefly hit play at 147:57.
And number 2, my stomach is so upset. I gotta go to the bathroom.
I can't let you leave the room right now.
Can you get me the lady or come to the bathroom with me?
But they'll be back in just a little while, okay? They're here right now, okay?
Okay.
She said she's gotta go to the bathroom.
She's good. Oh, come on.
So we're gonna, she goes to the restroom now.
This door is
Yes.
locked.
I'm gonna keep fast forwarding. Okay, I'm going to resume the video at 157:08.
Suzanne, there you go. I brought a couple things. They're small.
So, I do have a lot more questions, okay?
Still waiting. The hospital's.
But is he alive?
I'm not sure. I don't know. But I've been on the phone with people at your house now, okay? And I'm taking everything you've told me in consideration and trying to convey it to them. So I'm going to be bluntly about this one, okay? It's not adding up. Right? From what you're telling me.
So tell me what I'm confusing about.
Why there's no shell casings where you say there are, and the gunshots aren't lining up where you say either. And so let's talk about this. Help me understand this one more time. I'm going to explain this again, okay?
Okay.
So he's up. Let's start with going up the stairs. Okay, start there.
Okay. So we're downstairs on the kitchen, by the kitchen. Okay. He has his gun. That's when he takes it out of the casing and asks me if my hand, I have a top, if my hand can go around his gun. He told me to take his cover off the gun, take it upstairs, see if you know. So I did that. There was no gun, nothing got fired or anything. Okay, I pulled that thing back. He told me to pull it back.
Yes.
Okay, that's when 2 or 3 of them fell out on the floor.
Just stop pulling it back one time?
No, I pulled it back like 1 or 2 times.
Okay.
Okay, and he told me that like I was gonna shoot like that if I could hold it, and then the casings fell on the ground. He told me as he'd pick them up, and I was going to throw them in the trash can. He said, put him in the toilet. And I put him in the toilet. And I think I put it into the master bedroom or that one. We walked back over there. And then that he'd already threatened me. But when he threatened me, he didn't put it, he just touched it to my lips. He didn't put it in my mouth. And then he went up the stairs. And I said, I have a gun too. Because he said, don't go to sleep tonight.
Yeah.
And then I went and got my gun. Okay. He was up the stairs. Then I noticed that he had my phone. So I went up the stairs and I said, when I went up to the stairs, I got right to the first floor, and then I heard, and it sounded loud. And I don't know if it was a shot or he slammed the door, but when I got up there, the door was locked. And he was in, and I said, do you have my phone? He said, yes. And I said, open the door now. And I was banging on the door. And he did open it, and I said, I'm going to shoot the lock if you don't open it. And that's when put my gun right in the corner of the door, like where the lock is, right there. I think I put it a little bit. And I either put it up and shot, or I know I shot one down because I saw it and it scared me when I did it. I don't know why I did it. But that is, and I didn't touch anything of mine. I shot the gun, I shot it, but I didn't touch, I didn't pick, not that I can remember.
No.
It was so.
So did you shoot anything else then?
No, I didn't shoot anything.
Did you touch his gun?
I'd already touched it. No, I didn't touch it. I didn't touch it again.
You didn't touch it after you shot him?
I didn't shoot, gosh, okay. Well, you said shot him, when I shot the door, you mean?
No, when you shot David.
I know, when I shot the door.
But did you touch your gun after you saw the shot David? Yes.
His gun was right there on the floor with my phone. And I got my purse, and I didn't pick it up or anything.
You didn't pick it up?
I'd already picked it up downstairs.
Okay. So after David was bleeding, you touch it?
I got down on the ground, and I may have pushed it out of the way. But I got down, and then I was like, I crawled up on his side, and I was trying to lift him up.
How was he facing that time?
He was, the only time I saw him, he was flat down, and his face was looking at the window. That's why he didn't move.
So it still doesn't account, like, my biggest concern here is why I have other bullet holes.
Where's the bullet holes at? Mine are only in the.
Well, I don't have shell casings either. Like, they were picked up and moved.
I mean,
Are you sure? So let me ask you this. Are you sure that the casings you flushed weren't the shell casings, and when you think they were real bullets? Did you flush the shell casings?
well, when I do that,
Yes.
when a bullet comes
After
out.
you shot your gun, did you flush the shell casings?
No. After I shot my gun, I heard him go, oh, or something, made a noise.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, oh my God, David. And I'm beating on the door. And then I ran downstairs and I got that hammer and I came up and beat till I got a hole.
So, let's talk about the house then in general. Is there any damage to the house anywhere that you've known about?
There was the only damage should be where I shot that the door.
Mm-hmm.
Where would other damage be?
That's what I'm asking you. Trying to make sense of what I've been told about and what you're telling me. And I'm trying to make sense of the two.
I don't think. Did he shoot his gun?
I don't think so. You can't tell me he did.
I don't.
You're not telling me he did.
I don't think he shot his gun.
But your gun was shot a few times.
I shot my gun.
And all the shell casing have been moved, so I don't know what's going on.
So I didn't touch anything. I shot the gun.
Okay.
And I'm trying, God, I can't even remember. I stood like that.
Uh-huh.
And I said, David, give me my phone. I said, I'm gonna shoot the door lock. And I'm trying to remember if I shot it like say that's the door lock. I walked right up to the door. I think I put it up here. I can't remember if I shot here, but then I shot it right above the door. I know that. But I don't know if I shot it. I think I just shot it once.
And then you made a comment earlier that you're familiar with guns?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How are you familiar with guns?
I took some lessons.
From who?
From Bill Morgan
Bill Morgan?
Mhm.
Where's he at?
in Brunswick, Georgia.
Oh, Brunswick?
Mhm.
Okay. Does he have a class down there at school, or what kind of business he have?
They have a shooting range,
Mm-hmm.
and he gives lessons there.
Okay.
So I've
Okay.
taken, I've only practiced on a target with my
Yeah.
my Glock.
How many classes have you taken with him?
Probably about 4.
4?
5. I mean,
Okay.
I know better. I know you don't shoot at a door. I know that. I don't know. I would never.
So why did you shoot at the door then?
Because he wouldn't give me my gun. Give me my phone back.
Wouldn't give you your phone back?
He had my phone.
Okay. How did you get your Glock?
How'd I get it?
Yeah. How'd you purchase it?
I bought it
Where?
from that Telluride.
Oh, you bought it yourself though?
I have a Glock 9mm and a Ruger 9mm.
What, in that house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What other guns are in that house?
Huh?
What other guns are in your house here?
The only guns that are in the house, my Ruger's on St. Simon's. I don't think my Ruger's here. Did they find out?
No, they're just
Listen to
so
me.
listen to me, okay?
Yes.
I need you to be completely honest about saying stuff is not adding up.
I'm
And
trying
because
to.
when stuff doesn't add up, it gives me more questions,
Okay.
okay? Because if things happen the way they were, what you're telling me before he died, blood.
Oh, he died!
If he did die, sit down. If he did, because you're telling me, sit down.
Wait a minute. No, wait a minute.
Before he was shot, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to speak out. Before he was shot, if stuff plays this way, before he was shot, there would not be blood on some of the stuff that there's blood on. But you're telling me certain things happened, and the things you're telling me happened, there's blood on these things that indicate they happened after he was shot. So I need you to be perfectly honest with me about the stage of events of things that happened.
Okay. Trying to think. When I went up there, I'm trying to remember when I put my hand in the hole and twisted the door, and I couldn't push the door open because his body was right there. And my phone, I think he was walking to the door to give me my phone because it was on the floor. But then his gun was right there.
Right where?
It's right, like when I walked in, his gun was like right by his leg. And the holder, the gun holder was right there.
Where?
On the floor. It was on the floor. It was on the floor. Everything was on the floor.
Okay.
And then I came in, and he was just laying there.
What'd you move? What'd you touch?
I touched everything. Probably. I mean, I know I did. I started screaming. And I just moved like all over, and then I went to him.
So, you shot the door, shooting him, and you think that is the shot that shot David, the time you shot the door.
It was, yeah.
And why did you shoot the door?
To break the lock.
To break the lock? To get in?
Get in.
And why did you want in?
I just wanted to get my phone.
Okay. And, so,
It was everywhere.
And
I even touched his phone in the back of his pocket. I was like this because his face was here.
Yes.
And I was here, and his legs were here. And his gun was right, like these are his legs. His gun was there, and my phone was there. And then I reached. He was laying flat back, and I touched his phone. I was all over him. I was hugging him. I mean, I was all over him.
okay.
I didn't even think about anything I was touching or anything. But my gun is the Glock.
Yes. So let me replay this one more time. You tell me if I understand basically what happened. Okay.
Okay.
Y'all had an argument. He went upstairs, locked himself upstairs. I'm skipping some of the details. I'm just focusing on your actions. Locked himself upstairs. You went upstairs trying to get in the room.
Yeah.
You came back downstairs to
No,
get a gun.
No,
How'd you-
I only went up the stairs one time.
So you went up the stairs with your gun.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying that.
Okay, remember I said he was going up, so he had his gun out. After I said he walked upstairs with his briefcase on his shoulders,
Yes.
his gun, and then the holder went in. His gun was in one hand, and he had one more thing in his hand, and I can't remember. He had one more thing in his hand.
So he had a gun in one hand.
He had his briefcase. I remember he put, because he had the gun and the holster were on the kitchen table.
Yes.
When I was, he put the briefcase on his shoulder. He had his gun. And when holster, he may have had my cell phone then. I don't know. I didn't see that with it. And then he told me, he said, I'm gonna take this gun and I'll shove it down your throat or blow, whatever. And he says, do not close your eyes or something tonight. I can't even remember. And I said, David, I have a gun too. And that is when I went to go and get my gun. Then I guess when I came back, he was gone. He was walking up the stairs. He was up the stairs. He was already up the stairs.
Yes.
He was already up the stairs. I started coming up the stairs, and I heard a loud noise, and I didn't know if it was, it sounded, I wouldn't say it sounded like a gun, but it was, I thought he slammed the door and locked the door. I walked up the stairs. I went straight to the door, and I was banging on it for him to open the door. And he said, and he wouldn't, and he opened it. I said, give me my phone. And I think he had my journal, he said too. And I don't care if there's nothing in there but like furniture and just, it's nothing personal. And I said, give him